All right. I see the sound button right there. Buff Nation, what up? BWB, my bandwagon buffs. What it is, what it does, and what it's gonna be. It's your man's Harry Billion. Welcome to the Liberian Perspective family. Do me a favor and smash that subscribe button. Make sure to give me the thumbs up and don't forget to hit that bell notification so that you can get the videos as soon as they upload to YouTube. All right, family, that's all the business I got. Let's go ahead and get into this live stream. So you know what time it is. Let's work. All right, so you guys can hear me? All right, so I see the little sound button now going. I guess I got to look at that every now and then before I get started. So you guys can hear me? Where you from? What's your name? Welcome. Yes, thank you. Heard music sound good. You always here with me. You're always rocking with me. I appreciate you rocking with me. Thank you for being here. How's everybody's Sunday going? Wait for a little bit for more people to come in here before we really get going. Got some important stuff we need to talk about. And also, if you want to turn your camera on and come on here and have a chat with me, the last time I did one of these streams, one of these post-game streams on a Sunday, I had somebody come on. Was it Clint? Clint, yeah, I think Clint came on. And we had a great conversation. So anyone out there, the question is intriguing. Yeah, so anyone out there want to come on, if you feel confident enough to come on and have a chat with me, voice your opinion, let people know what your thoughts are on this topic. Please, I welcome you to come in. I'm giving some, I want to give a little bit more time for people to come in. Yeah, sometimes when I touch my microphone, the cable kind of interrupts the signal through my computer. So that's what happens when the sound doesn't work. Just right after I set it up, I move the microphone, which is sitting right here, and then it causes the sound to kind of get off. So I apologize for that. That's the second time I had to do that. So my bad for that. All right, so these shirts right here, these bandwagon buff shirts with the BWB on the arm and the TLP, or the TLP is on the back on this one. These shirts are for sale, so you can copy your bandwagon buff shirt. That's in the store. You can just look below. I believe it should be on my site. Or bandwagonbuffs.com, www.bandwagonbuffs.com to copy your bandwagon buffs gear. Y'all ready to go? Can I get a Well, it's sound now, so just log back in. Yeah, log back in the sound. I got a thumbs up that they can hear me, so yeah, just log back in. All right, let me get a thumbs up. Y'all ready to go? Anybody want to come on? If you want to join the discussion, hot tips for TLP. All right, guys. So, all right. So, if you want to join the discussion, if you want to come on, I want you to email me, and I'll send you the link so that you can join the discussion. We can talk. All right. So everybody can hear me. Y'all can hear me. We ready to go. Kev, what up? Her music is here we go. Her music sound good. What up? Who else is here? Good afternoon, good evening, good morning to some. I know we got people all around the world, so I can't necessarily say that just good evening, because in New York it's about what 7:41 p.m. my time. So also a little bit of housekeeping. My camera is above right here, so that looks like I'm looking at you. But because of the way that we like to look at ourselves when we see the camera, it's going to be a little difficult to just stare up here when I see myself down here. So I apologize if it seems like I'm not looking at you. I'm going to try my best to look up every now and then. All right, Kev, where is the link for the t-shirts? So bandwagon. All right, www.bandwagonbuffs.com. You can copy your t-shirt. It will look a little different if you buy it there. If you want to buy it from me, you got to send me a message. Then I can customize it for you. But yeah, bandwagonbuffs.com. You'll get a t-shirt. You'll get this t-shirt, and I believe the TLP Sports Club is on the back of the t-shirt when you get it from that store. Okay, guys, so let's get going. I want to go ahead and dive deep into this topic because I think it's a pretty interesting topic. All right, so you guys see the title. You guys see the title up there. Are there too many cameras, which are then in turn causing a rift in the family dynamic? This comes from, the topic is coming from or stemming from a discussion that I put up on the community page. And somebody mentioned about the camera part. So that's the reason why I added the camera part. But I feel as if there are some issues with the family dynamic. And I feel like everybody don't seem happy. Everybody don't seem happy on that sideline. So everybody don't feel happy on that sideline. And I feel like if everyone was happy, I feel like things will be moving on a little smoother, because things are really rough right now, and it's starting to show. I mean, you can Coach Prime every end game press conference almost starts with, "We play like total absolute garbage." So obviously there's going to be a couple of things that are attributed to that, misassignments, things like that. But I mean, for me, I think if we read into things, there's some dynamics that's happening, because he's not just saying it's the kid's fault or the young men's fault. He's saying that it's everybody's fault. So then what is happening? So let's X-Man, what up? Kev, what up? Ranch Beater, oh Lord. Here y'all go again with these names. All right. I hope it's the ranch you're beating. Here y'all go. Here y'all go. What up with you? What up to you? If I look a little sleepy, it's because I'm a little tired. You guys, like the 4-hour streams are very tasking on me. Elijah, what up? Elijah Simmons, what up? Okay, so I'm going to try my best to try to keep up with the comments. Keisha, if you're watching, I know you're probably watching. So if you want to help me with some comments, if you got anything you want to text me, let me know. If anything important, if y'all have a question or something, I'm gonna try to look down or look to the side and see the comments and see what your question is and help you out. The H family, what up? All right. Okay, so let's I'll set it up and then we'll talk. I'll read some of your comments and see if we can have a discussion here. So yeah, so the way that I'm feeling, um, somebody actually said that I'm going to read this comment that I just got. So I'm going to read this comment that I just got from Justin. Justin said, "Not going to lie, you've been saying a lot of clickbaity stuff and borderline hating. Everything you said is an assumption. This is a whole new team adjusting to each other and having the cameras and media attention around them. Of course, there is going to be growing pains and rough spots. Jackson State was not all rainbows. His first season, they worked through the issues and became closer. He was there 3 years. This is his first year. Unless you hearing there's issues and people isn't happy from someone in the CU building or the coaches themselves, stop running with these narratives. One thing to give an opinion, but this sounds like clickbait materials to stir up a convo in your comment section. You either support or you don't. Ain't no in between. Thought you was a supporter. I can't tell no more. Very weird take." So I often say that support and hate, the hate word we throw around too easily. We throw it when somebody is has constructive criticism is often viewed as hate, like you're hating, unless it's a praise report. Unless you're praising, you're hating. I don't subscribe to the thinking that unless you're heaping praise, you're hating. Because I have family. I have a family, and I have sisters, and I have brothers, and a lot of us we have discussions, and there's often times where we're screaming at each other, and we're talking to each other, and we're giving. Sometimes we're constructive, sometimes we're joking, but in a family, you're going to be constructive. You're going to be critical, and I think it's healthy to have constructive criticism. I don't think it's hate because unless it's a new thing that people are just on, unless it's just new, that no matter what you say, whether it's constructive or you just have an opinion that is adverse to what everybody is saying, then it's like hate. I don't see it as hate. So, but everybody has their opinion. I understand that. I understand. So if you view my channel as one of the channels that hate, then then I don't know. It's so weird to say that I've been hating or I've been clickbaity. I want to answer that and then I'll move on. You have to understand we're in the business. Okay, we are in the business of we're in the media business. When you read newspapers, you read titles, and the titles are supposed to be engaging or create enough curiosity to have new people click on it. Um, and I'm going to help somebody out with this one. If you are a creator, if you are a business person, especially if you have a business and you do advertising, all right, I'm going to help you out because I learned this when I was at UNC Greensboro with my campus, New Generation Campus Ministries, when we went to our trainings on how to engage with people on campus and how to get them to come to our meetings. We went through several sessions, and it taught us how to write headlines that were captivating, how to write headlines that created enough curiosity to help people to come to us. All right, so Keisha said there's cracking sound in the microphone. I'm sorry, but if I touch that microphone, this whole thing is gonna What are you doing? Go ahead. If I touch this microphone, there's gonna be an issue. So I'm not gonna touch the mic. Let me just see if I come a little closer. Maybe the mic is struggling to try to pick up my voice. So let me come a little closer. Thank you, Keisha. All right, so at my New Generation Campus Ministries trainings, they taught us, because some people, and then somebody said in here that they were the title was, it gave them curiosity, or it made them curious, so that's why they came. So that's part of it. It's hard for me to draw new people in and give you everything that I should give you in the title. If I do that, you're not going to click on the videos. The new people are not going to click on the video. So it has to be a creative title. So if you're running a business and you're going to run an ad, you have to create a title or a headline that's going to create some type of curiosity to help new people to click on it. My people don't care. My people that support me, they're going to click on my video no matter what title I put up there. All right. So, but I have to create enough title that's going to interest people in what I have to present. So that's why you see the titles the way that they are. And obviously, I have to post something that's going to have you talking, or it's going to be irrelevant. And then you're not going to click on it. And the same person that wrote that, it's probably the same person that would not click on certain videos. So I have to like play a game of, I have to deal with that, and then I have to deal with the fact that I'm trying to create a conversation. So if I was up here creating, happy go lucky, let's go dancing in the park, half of y'all would not be interested. That's the reality that I have to deal with. So I don't mind getting some kickbacks, people telling me that I'm clickbaiting or that I'm hating, because I'm one of those people that's going to create some type of conversation. So hopefully that answers that for a lot of you who may have been thinking the same thing, and you're thinking that I'm trying to be tricky here. It is what it is. Let's go on. All right, so it's YouTube, guys. There's always that button to go to the next video. So let me just move on. Let me just discuss this. All right, so now the thing that I'm talking about, a lot of you have already said it now. It's the comments. Keisha, if you can read the comments and just let me know if there's anything that I need to touch on. You guys seeing the games. With 5 minutes to go in the game, okay, we have a top 3 quarterback, okay? A top 3 going into the game. I believe it was Michael Penix Jr. that had 1,999 yards. I don't know why they didn't just give him that one extra yard and just make it 2,000. Whatever. Maybe he has to earn it. But he has about 2,000 yards. Shador has about 1,781. So Shador is top 3 quarterback in college football. I'm not talking about, just like in his conference. I'm talking about you put all of the quarterbacks together and you rate them, and you say the passing yards. Shador is top quarterback. One of the top 3 quarterbacks. So if we have one of the best quarterbacks in this game, why are we not treating him like he is? Why are we not calling plays like he is? Because the way that I see it, to be a top quarterback, what happened with 5 minutes to go on the clock? Are we contributing that to clock management? What are we contributing that to? And then it just seems like it's just like, I feel as if everybody is not, it doesn't feel like a family atmosphere from the standpoint of, are the adults all happy? Is everybody happy? Because when people are happy, like, okay, Coach Prime made this this comment. Shador, the quarterback, your quarterback, he was upset enough to where he was like so angst that instead of sliding, I don't know if you guys picked this up in the game. Instead of sliding, Shador went and tried to run over. Excuse me. Shador said, to heck with this. I'm going to run you over. He attempted to run over the defender. And then Coach Prime says, your quarterback just ran somebody over. And nobody went over there excited, picking him up, getting crazy hype. You know what I'm saying? Like, every time Shador gets hit, he's picking himself up off the ground. Like, oh, my microphone is choppy. Lord. Old school, what up? Man. All right, so I don't know if this is gonna help at all. Microphone is choppy. It could be my distance away from it. If I touch that microphone, we'll be done. So I apologize for the bad audio on this one, guys. I guess I would have. Let's just move on with that. All right, so the fact that the O-line or those guys, we can attribute that to, okay, we want to figure out, you know what? To heck with it. I'm just gonna say it. This stuff doesn't start in college. It starts in middle school. The coaches teach this stuff when you're playing pee-wee. Somebody goes down, we pick him up. We see that in basketball. If anybody falls on the floor, we got a couple of guys rushing over to try to pick him up. This is not in college, so I'm not going to give that excuse. I'm not using that excuse because I'm like, it should be ingrained in you if you play football coming all the way up in America. Do y'all agree to that? That the idea of having your teams back, the idea of having your teammates back, it's not enough to just say, okay, break it on number 21 or break it on 7. And then say 1, 2, 3, family. It's one to say it. Yo, you may have to start your live over. You're getting reverb and static. Reverb and static. Oh man, this is not good. Let me see. Okay, hold up. Can y'all hear me? 1, 2, 3. Microphone check. Let me get a couple of people telling me. Let me take this thing out. 1, 2, 3. Can y'all hear me? Can y'all hear me? You okay now? I took the headphones out. It's good? Okay, let me talk a little bit more, and then y'all just confirm that you can hear me. Okay, better now. Clear. Y'all can hear me now. Yes, you are good. Thank you, guys. I appreciate y'all. All right. Okay, so here we go. Okay, so everybody's saying they can hear me now, Keisha. All right, clear. Okay, fine. MB, what up? Much better. KC, what up? Her music, thank you so much. Her music sounds good. Thank you so much. Dominic, Wesley, what up? Damon, what up? What up with you? The H family, I said what up with you. Jay Breeze. Jay Breezy. Yo, is that my guy, Jay Breezy? You on here as Jay Breezy 161? I hope not. I told you guys to go to your YouTube studio and take those numbers off your handle. Unless you want it there. All right, so the whole idea, guys, of protecting your guy, having your guys back, and I don't feel like it's enough to just say, hey, I love you. At some point, you're going to have to show that person that you're telling, I love you. You're going to have to show them. It's not enough to just break team, or it's not enough to just break, hey, family. The way that you play, the way that you protect each other has to exemplify family. You know what I'm saying? The way that you interact with each other. If somebody sacks Shador one time on the field, okay, the next play, I would be so upset that I would die. before anybody touches my quarterback if I'm a lineman. Like, I would die. I would literally put myself in harm's way to make sure that nobody touches him. And they will call any penalty that they have to call before they have to touch my quarterback. Tyler Brown had that energy. Okay, guys? Tyler Brown had that energy. Like, he is in there. He wants to protect his quarterback. He said that in his own video. So it's one thing to maybe miss an excitement somewhere here and there, but it's another thing for him to get it again the very next play. And the way that he gets it, it's not like, oh, the guy was way stronger than me. Okay? The guy was way stronger than me, and he just pushed me, and I couldn't help it, Shador. I'm so sorry. But for the whole line, like half of the line, to almost feel like they're setting you up, like even the announcers felt like, was there miscommunication, or did the line just say, let's let him in? The very next play, not like 2 plays or 10 plays down the line that got him again, but like the very next play, it's like the line just opened up and it just got him. Bruh, I'm telling you, it starts when you play high school football. The coaches teach you. If you are a lineman, your number one job is to make sure you protect the quarterback. The quarterback. No, I'm not. I'm not yelling because you can't hear me. I'm yelling because I get angry. I'm angst. You know what I'm saying? I'm very amped right now. Let me turn down the mic a little bit. Boom. Okay. Microphone check. All right. So I'm trying to figure out that I'm trying to figure out how in the world that everybody doesn't have the Tyler Brown spirit. That everybody don't have that Tyler Brown energy. When he was making his video to the NCAA to try to get him to play, he's like, yo, now I don't have the opportunity to protect my quarterback. So why isn't it that those guys that are on that line, why is it that they don't have that same energy? What is going on there? All right, so just because I like to be fair, let's say it's what do we say? Let's just say they're learning to figure each other out. But if you say they're learning to figure each other out, then you also have to say, well, what did you get from high school? Who coached you in high school? What did you understand about your job? What is it that you didn't understand about your job? What is it that you don't understand about this quarterback cannot be touched? The reason why he wears that color jersey in practice is because we're trying to protect him. So if you know that this is the guy that you got to protect, what is it going to be for you? Are you bought into the idea of, hey, this is my guy? Are we taking it personal? Do we take it personal that we have one of the best quarterbacks and he is sacked way too many times? Are we taking it personal? Love Moves says too many cameras breaking up the family, huh? We're going to get to that. Hey, Keisha, if you're watching, if you can bring my chapstick, I'll appreciate it. So we have to figure this out, okay? I think they are either he's being told to let him get hurt, or they are jealous, or maybe the Maybach driving quarterback may supposed to protect it, or is it both? Okay. All right, the yellow one, it should be somewhere. You should see it somewhere. All right, so the question is, guys, are these guys aware? I love moves. You're here for it. That's cool. All right, so right now I'm trying to set this up. I'm trying to understand because I know that when people are happy, when teams are genuinely happy, and they buy into each other, then it doesn't matter how good the other team is. It doesn't matter. Like something has to force you. You have to draw the energy from somewhere to be able to do the extra, the unthinkable, to be able to do the extra. Okay? When I'm angry, my energy when I'm angry is a little different from my energy when I'm just kind of feeling okay. In sports, momentum, anger, if you can channel your anger into the right in the right way, it can give you that extra push that you need. The Milwaukee Bucks, I believe they won their title because they were a together team. They felt like family. They've been through too many of these close games. They've gone through the ups and the downs. Thank you, man. They've gone through the ups and the downs, and they've been through so much that it felt like, all right, guys, let's lock in and let's find a way to win some of these games. And they didn't have the Milwaukee Bucks when they won with Giannis being their leader. They didn't have a super team because it feels like today you have to have a super team to win in basketball. You need at least three mega superstars or superstars to win in basketball. That's what it feels like today. But when the Milwaukee Bucks won, they didn't have no super team. And I don't even think the Denver Nuggets have a super team. I know they have really good players, but that's not a super team. I don't think. Y'all can let me know. But so there are other factors. The other factors are going to boil down to what? Like the family unit, moving as a family and really trusting the guy next to you and really taking things personal. Like if somebody misses an assignment, you're really going to get into them. You're going to understand. You got to make them understand that, hey, bro, you're missing your assignment. If somebody's on the line and he misses block, I want somebody to get angry to the point where if somebody missed their block, they get in the person's face. And if Shador is touched, I want somebody to get angry. I want somebody to take it personal. That's what I'm saying. If they take it personal, that means that you love Shador. That means that Shador is a priority for you. If Shador is not a priority for you, if you don't feel like he is your priority and he's your family, that's your boy, that's your ace boom coon, that's my dude. Like you spend enough time with him so where you feel like, man, bro, I want to protect you at all costs. That's not there yet. If that takes time to grow, I'll understand and I'll say, okay, I understand that. Hopefully by next year, maybe y'all will lock in and y'all will get it together. But if you ask me, then they went to I feel like there was 3 seasons in Jackson State. The first season was the first one where it wasn't really a winning season. That was like the pandemic season. It was a hybrid season. And then after that, then they go like two seasons undefeated. How much time did they spend together to get that? How much time did it take to establish that? It's not like it took 3 years to establish that, and then in the third year, then it really started clicking. No. I think people just understood after so many talks. After Coach Prime is one of the masters of motivation. He knows how to motivate people. So it's not like Coach Prime is not telling you the things that you need to do to lock in. He's doing that. So what is it going to take for these people to start understanding that, listen, man, this is my guy. We got to protect this guy. If we protect this guy, then it got to be personal. If you don't take it personal, then if that guy is really not your guy, then maybe you're not going to take it personal. And if you don't take it personal, then he can get touched. if you go out with your friends and and somebody come a knocking and you're like, well, I don't know, man. So he can get touched, and I don't know if you're really that tight, unless you're just scared. All right. So, all right. So now that's one thing. I'm gonna come back to this, but I want to get the camera situation in, because sometimes when people are watching this on a rewatch, I may take too long to get to one topic. But let me just go ahead and cover the camera aspect. Let me give y'all this. Y'all tell me if somebody else brought this up. This was not my thing. Somebody else brought it up because Coach Prime had cameras at Jackson State, but this is a new level. This is a new place. It's a new time. It's a different place, right? Different place, different environment, different feeling. It's the environment here is now, it's more serious now. Okay? That's how people are taking it. That is more serious now. I don't know why, but that's just the feeling that everybody is saying. It's more serious now. That's why they quote unquote call it the Big Boys League. All right, so there was cameras in Jackson State, but here, let me just lay it out so y'all can see what I'm talking about, this aspect of it. There is Reach the People Media. That's Darius Sanders. Okay, no, just a coincidental family name. Darius Sanders. He's not family. There is the THEE pregame show with Uncle Neely. That's another camera. There is CU Buff. Okay, CU Buff, the school. That's another camera group. There is Dr. Sanders Jr. All right, and his company. His skipping my mind right now. Y'all can type it in the comments. All right. Well Off Media. I'm sorry, guys. I had a little brain fart right there. So there is Well Off Media. I got 4 so far, but I'm not done. There's the documentary crew that's documenting this stuff, and they have a red camera. Those big cameras that you see with the big old wide. There's a lens that has like the big thing in front of it. I don't want to get too technical with y'all and lose y'all. So that's 5. All right. Reach the People, the pregame show, Well Off Media, CU Buff, and then the documentary crew. That's 5 different camera companies. To put that in perspective, 5 different camera companies. I mean, sometimes you're doing a documentary, or you're doing Saturday night or Friday night lights, or somebody's coming to follow the team, and you have one camera crew that follows the team. Here, there are 5 different camera companies, 5 different companies following the team. So, is that what that person is talking about? Is that too much for the kids to handle? Are they required to have telephoto lenses where, if you watch the NFL, there are cameras that are on the sidelines, but those cameras are capable of catching people all the way down on the other side of the field? That's a telephoto lens. Are they required to have a telephoto lens where they're off the field? They're not even close to us, but they can still catch the action and keep up, and it feels like a wedding where sometimes you have a wedding where the bride and groom would ask the cameraman or the camera people, we don't want you to be involved. We want you to be a little bit off to the side, but still be able to catch good stuff. No. For the most part, some of these people are using this. So the lenses, yes, sometimes you get good footage and you can zoom in, but for the most part, they're in there. And they're right in there with them. So is that person, is it plausible for what they're saying? Does it make sense what they're asking? That there's too many cameras, and the aspect of the family dynamic, Coach Sean Lewis, the new staff that are not used to that, are we thinking that those people, because some of those people are coming from football programs that it's just about football. They want they want to do their job, draw up the plays, and just do their job, and not have to be worried about, oh, there's a camera over there, so my brain has to always calculate there's a camera around. So the way that I handle my business, I have to be camera ready. All right. Whenever there's a camera around, you got to be on your P's and Q's. And I don't think Coach Prime is in the edit room, or Coach Prime is telling these guys what to take, what not to take, and what to edit. They understand what they're kind of giving discretion to. Hey, certain things we talk about, don't put that in there. But Coach Prime is not always there to tell everybody, hey, don't do that. And I don't think he has the time to watch everybody's edit to say, okay, go ahead, keep that, go ahead, keep that. Because that's how it would be at a place where there's a company that's invited to provide information. And that camera, once you record something, if it's for a network, the executive producer or the producer will watch the stuff and make sure that everything is copacetic, and they would then say, okay, go ahead with that. You can post that. Companies do that also, where if you hire somebody to do your social media, if you're going to do something, you're going to post something on behalf of the company, you have somebody who is dedicated to that, and they will say, okay, they will sign off on that and say, okay, you know what, that's good, go ahead, post it. It's all good. We had a situation where Bucky showed some people stomping on the O at Oregon, and he was like, man, I should have edited it out. I don't know if that should be a discussion. So that's the aspect of the camera. So the new people, if they're coming from programs where there's not that many cameras and they always have to watch themselves, they have to watch their back just because of the camera, they just want to just go through the football stuff, is that causing an issue where they're just not feeling like, man, this is not a this needs to be a football program. We need to just lock into football and forget all this camera stuff. Let's just lock into football, get these men ready to play every weekend, and not be worried about what camera is doing this, what questions I have to answer to this guy. I have to go talk to Uncle Neely over here for the pregame show or for the pregame show. I have to talk to the buff guy to give some drops on here and there. Is it too much? Is it really? Is it too much for some people? And that could be causing some people to feel uneasy. And they just want to just do football. All right? Some of the kids just don't feel comfortable. They just want to do football. Is the camera causing a rift for some people that are not used to it? Because if you're coming from Jackson State and you kind of got used to it, it's like a reality television show where, excuse me, everybody's used to the camera now, or they're forgetting about the camera. You know, is there something where they're used to it now and they don't care? But if it's not the Jackson State people, where these new people are just feeling like, man, there's too much going on. There's too many camera crews. We got to get rid of some of these camera crews. We got to just get either one or two. It's going to be the documentary crew, and it's going to be Bucky. Bucky is Coach Prime's son. And let him just do the camera. And then the camera crew, the bigger camera crew, that's for the documentary. And then maybe that'll be a little bit more inconspicuous and we can get out of our way, and then we can do our work. I'm not saying the guys are running through the practice and interrupting, but that's something to discuss. Is it causing a rift? Is that a problem for some people? Let's say Sean Lewis. Sean Lewis is coming from Kent State. Sean Lewis, you got to keep in mind, Sean Lewis is a young guy. When he came in, I believe he was 28 years old when he came in. He's climbing the ropes of the coaching ladder. And Sean Lewis wants to be taken seriously. Is it taken seriously or taken serious? As a coach. Sean Lewis is not, it doesn't seem like he's about this camera life. He just wants to coach. When the camera's on his face, he says one or two words and he's ready to go. And he turns his face. I don't want to keep talking to you. Please just keep going. It's too much. Is it too much for Sean Lewis? You see what I'm saying? He just wants to be taken seriously because he knows that the cameras creates a narrative from the outside that this is not serious enough. It's a clown show. That whole clown show narrative came from the whole aspect of the cameras. Ain't nobody said nothing about clown shows anywhere else. Just here. It's a lot. And then I'll throw this out there. Do you know how many people are being employed because of those cameras? Darius, God bless his heart, is being employed. Okay? He's in school and he's doing that right there. The amount of views that he's getting, being able to have access to see you, Slap, there you go again, Slap. Slap is always slapping me with the super chat. Welcome back, Slap. Me and Slap have a love-hate relationship because he's opposing, but yeah, he's here and he's always supporting. It's weird. Like, I love to hate you, Harry B. Thank you, Slap, for the super chat, man. Oh man, how can you love to hate me? Anyways, so Darius is getting paid. Darius gives his testimony as where he went from, like, working 2 jobs to all of a sudden following Coach Prime in the CU bus or Jackson State, and then having now a company. Same thing goes with Bucky. Bucky was going through some, if you watch his documentaries or if you watch his story, if you listen to his story, he had his own media company. He's making a lot of money off of YouTube as well. So that's a job. The pregame show, same thing, getting paid. When you have the CU crew, they're attached to the school. The school needs their own footage. They can't lease the footage from Bucky and his cameras. They can't do that. They need their own crew. So they have either students or they have hired people to do that. And they have a microphone there. Sometimes they have a sound guy with the camera crew. And then the documentary crew, they're doing it because, for whatever TV station. So those are jobs. So those are all jobs that, do I take those jobs away? Do I say, oh no, get rid of all of those cameras and take all of those jobs away? With all of those people getting money and feeding their families? And when you hear their testimonies, man, I had to work 2 jobs and go to school. Now I'm making enough money. I have my own company. When you hear that, do you want all of that to go away? It's hard to decide. It's hard to say. But if it's causing the program to have this thing over, this shadow of clown show, because there's too many cameras, how do you deal with this? How do you deal with this where it's a great job for coaches, obviously, because Coach Prime, the type of attention that he draws, is always going to be a great job. And then if he wins, it's like Coach Prime wins, it elevates you as well as a coach. So Sean Lewis is in a position where he's like, if this is a winning season for him, man, he's going to be lauded. He's going to be like, held as one of the top OCs in the business, and he could get another job. So yes, this is a great place to work. But man, I'm telling you, are the cameras causing that uneasiness in the background that we don't know about, and people are not saying it? Remember, people are always going to say, somebody also said, hey, you guys, all of these sideline coaches, these well-off media video watchers who are coaches, these people who are coaches, sideline coaches. But what you got to understand is that way in the booth up top, they have people there who are doing exactly that, sideline coaching. They are in the booth and they have a vantage point on the cameras, what the national television cameras are seeing. All right. Their job is to analyze what's going on and then send message back down to the coaching staff on the field to make different changes. Schumer, I think his name was Schumer, the previous Giants coach, New York Giants coach, he is working on Coach Prime's staff, and I believe that's one of his jobs as an analyst, to be in that booth upstairs watching what the national media is watching in order for him to send message down to say, okay, this is what I'm seeing. I want you guys should make this change, because they don't see, if you're on ground level, when I'm at the games, I'm in the stadium, you're on ground level, you're not seeing what the television's seeing. You're not seeing that stuff. So you don't have that vantage point. You're like, oh, this guy missed that. You wouldn't see it. So you don't know how to make adjustments if you don't see it from that vantage point that we're seeing it. So that's why they have coaches or they have analysts, not coaches, excuse me, analysts who are analyzing the game from a television perspective, excuse me, from that angle, and they're communicating with the coaching staff and sending down information to the coaching staff on the sideline. So we are those analysts. For those people who feel like, oh, you're all these sideline coaches, you guys don't know what you're talking about. We as the fans, we are those analysts. We have eyes to see. We don't have to be a football coach to just see what we're seeing. If we say Shador's getting sacked too many times because the line's not blocking, you don't know what you're talking about. Like, did you see what I just seen? I saw that. I don't have to be a D1 defensive end because people are always trying to flex their muscles. Like, bruh, I got muscles. Where do you think this coming from? What do you think this is? Play with me, son. I got muscles. Maybe I have a little bit of a stomach because I be eating too much gari. But look, I'm stacked. You know what I'm saying? Stop playing with me like, they always start with this mess. As a former D1 player and I know exactly what's going on. The game is moving in this way and you never play. You look kind of chunky. They're always trying to downplay somebody else to prop themselves up and then they make their point. I'm like, what? As a former high school bench player, I was right there and I was on the bench watching those guys play. I have eyes to see. Like, I never went D1, but my eyes still work. Like, stop playing with me, bro. You went D1, but that doesn't mean you ain't got a television set. My television is 4K. The camera I'm using right now is 4K. It's called a Logitech Brio. For those of you who want to use this same camera, you can go buy it. It's real cheap. I connected with a USB camera, a USB cable on my computer, and I can be looking at you guys instead of looking at myself here. And it's 4K. I can see well. So we're just talking about what we're seeing. We're fans. We're seeing it from the television. Obviously, the people that are playing are going to have a different vantage point. So it's not crazy for us to say, hey, we saw this. If they make this change, that's not crazy. All right? But if we're seeing that for some reason, Shador's on the ground and he has to pick himself up. Every time Shador gets hit, I don't see nobody rushing over to go pick him up. I don't see the coaches going crazy to the Sean Lewis going crazy, telling his line like, bruh, he's not getting in nobody's face. You know, I don't know if it's a white guy thing. I don't want to bring race into it. I don't know if it's that thing, but like going crazy and being like, yo, if one guy fight, we all fight. I don't know if it's that thing where Sean Lewis is now blowing up his line, like getting like visibly angry that his line let his quarterback get hit and they didn't go pick him up. I don't see Sean Lewis getting angry like that. I don't see Sean Lewis running on the field, grabbing a player by the daggone helmet and telling him, if he gets hit, you got to pick him up or you got to be angry. I don't see that from Sean Lewis. Are y'all seeing that? I don't see that. I said a white guy thing. Like, white guys don't get angry. Like, they're just cool, too cool going. You know what I'm saying? But black people, we're emotional beings. So for us, it's like we always hype. We do everything hype. Like if you watch one of the other white channels, they're kind of like, you know, they'll say some really great points, but they're just kind of saying it, you know, very calm and collected. Is that a thing for them? Is that what it is? Because when I see black coaches coaching, they're like, they're about to lose their freaking mind because they're like, yo. And I'm like, Sean Lewis, is that a thing? Is that because you're just not, is that your personality or is this a general thing for you? I don't know. So that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm talking about. I want to know if Sean Lewis is taking this personal because shouldn't he be the one Shouldn't he be the one? Shouldn't Sean Lewis be the one, like, getting in the face of his lineman, telling them, "Hey man, Shador just got hit, and you just walked away. Your quarterback just ran over somebody, got in their face, and you didn't go over there, pick him up, and toss him up, and like you're getting crazy. You didn't do that. Shouldn't Sean Lewis be the one setting the pace for this offense? Isn't that how it should go?" This stuff is not, it's not far-fetched stuff I'm talking about. This is stuff that comes with family. If your family got knocked down, how will you feel if your family got knocked down? Or if you had a, like, how do you think Shiloh feels to see um, his little brother keep getting knocked down on the field? If Shiloh was on that line, do you think Shiloh would keep allowing his little brother to keep getting knocked down like that, guys? I don't think so. I think Shiloh would throw a punch. I think he'll get a flag and probably just get thrown out the game. I think Shiloh would throw a punch. That's just how I feel. I think he would throw a punch. But that's how it got. That's what it's got to boil down to. It's got to boil down to somebody feeling like it's personal. They're not taking it personal enough. If they were taking it personal enough, then what would happen is, obviously there's blown coverage all the time. But at the end of the day, excuse me, if my quarterback is getting hit like that, that's what I would want to do. I would want to make sure that he doesn't get hit again. And if I'm his family, then then I would feel like it hurt me to see him get hurt. Y'all understand what I'm saying? It would hurt me to see him get hurt. That's what I'm talking about, family. The family dynamic. And the camera aspect, I just kind of threw it in there to kind of, just to say, okay, maybe this is the reason why some people are feeling uneasy. But the camera thing is, I don't know how much the camera thing is playing a part. But all I know is somebody is not taking this thing personal. Somebody is not taking it to heart. Somebody is not feeling like this is family. Because and then feeling happy to be playing with each other. Feeling like all the way in. Feeling all the way sold in. All right? We obviously have some guys that were layovers. So Coach Prime doesn't have all guys that he brought in. Right? So I understand that. But I'm not for 1 second going to sit here and think that, oh, some of those layover guys are doing something malicious on purpose because they feel like how their previous brother was treated was bad, so they're doing something like that. That would be that. No, I don't feel like that. So, and then some people are saying there's a fox in the hen house. I don't know that there's a fox in the hen house. I just feel like whatever they need to do to be happy needs to be there. Like, are you happy doing this? Are you really happy? Are you guys are a cohesive group and you're so happy to be around each other? I'm not feeling that. All right, let's go to some questions. Let's go to some of these things. Let me skip this one. Oh, the static sound has started again. All right. You guys can hear me? You guys can hear me? The static sound still there? Microphone check 1 2. All right, let's see if I can plug this in and plug it again. Mic check, mic 2. Y'all hear me? Microphone check. Y'all can hear me? Love Moose says feels like an enemy within ever since Kelly said laid the defense down for his godson Bo Nix Oregon QB. Feels like a fix is from the NCAA good old boy network. And I don't know. I don't know, man. There's a lot of dynamics. I don't know that, you know, I don't know that that's going on. I don't think so. There are the normal growing pains. This is not like, oh my gosh, red flag. Oh my gosh, this is not that talk. Okay, we're not throwing up the red flag and saying, you know, we're like pump the brakes. Oh my God, we got trouble. We have trouble. No, this is an observation based on 6 weeks of always seeing garbage play. Like I made this statement. I made this statement. I said they are winning football, but they're not playing winning footballs. And I feel like, you know, I was listening to Kenny Dillingham, and he was telling the media that they're playing winning football. So, and I agree with Kenny Dillingham. They played winning football. Okay, good. The sound is good now. Okay, good. Thank God. So I was listening to Kenny Dillingham, and he was telling the media that they were playing winning football. And I agree. They're just not winning, but they're playing winning football. What does that mean? I felt like that was such a profound statement. We're on the opposite end of that statement. We're winning some football, but we're not playing winning football. And that's frustrating because I feel like this team has the talent in different spaces to play winning football. So what do you attribute to the fact that we're not playing winning football even though we're winning some games? Take into perspective the fact that we are now 4-2. It's a great thing. Like 4-2. Think about it. The Paper Tigers, preseason Paper Tigers, are 4-2 after 6 weeks. That's crazy. 2 more games and we clinch a bowl game. 2 more games and we're in there for bowl. And there are 2 more teams left. 2 more struggle teams left on this schedule. All right, because our next game, which is I believe it's on Friday, we're supposed to win that game also. So that makes us 5, and then we just gotta squeeze 1 more in, and we got a bowl. But that's not the goal. So we're not playing winning football. We're just winning some games. So what is it going to take for us to play some winning football? What I think is going to take is going to be this group starting to understand we got to take this personal. It can't be every week y'all go in, y'all have some talks. Some people buy in, some people don't buy in, and then we come and we play sloppy football. And some way, somehow, at the end, the skill positions that we have, the talented folks that we have in the Alejandro Matas, they can kick the ball and give us a win. You know, the Xavier Weavers are going to make some runs, are going to break some runs through. You know what I'm saying? All of the skill people are going to make enough plays to compensate for the less skillful people. If that's how it's going to be every week, that's not playing winning football, guys. That's not what winning football means. Winning football is when you show up and a lowly team like the Arizona, like the Sun Devils, all right, they're not going to be putting scores on you like that. They were playing winning football. They took the ball from you with 3 minutes left on the clock, 3 minutes and 24 seconds left on the clock. They took the ball, went all the way down and scored. It should have never got down to that. Never. We should have never got to that point where we got 5 minutes on the clock with one of the best quarterbacks in the game, and we call some whack plays, come away with, and then kick it off with 3 minutes left. I was like, something ain't right. So that's what I was talking about. That's what I'm talking about. The group has to feel like, yo, We gave USC a problem. So that effort that we gave USC had a lot of people thinking was Colorado is really like that. It took some of that pain away from, or that talk that people were ready to have, which they're always ready to have. It took that away and said, well, okay, Colorado is like that. Let's see if they can put it together. And it's making some people feel like, okay, Colorado can maybe can run the board, like I said. But then they go up to the lowly Arizona, and then they lay an egg again and just happen to win. No. It's like, who's going to show up every week? So which team is going to show up every week? Is it going to be the last quarter, the fourth quarter USC team that shows up? Or is it going to be the team that played at Oregon, or the team that just played and barely squeaked away with a 3-point win at Arizona? Who's going to show up? And are we always going to say, man, this team is good. Man, this team is good. Who's responsible? We got to hold somebody responsible. And the elements are starting to be glaring, okay? The different things that we're seeing is starting to be glaring. Bro, we spend a lot of time together. Are you eating together? Can y'all go to the mall together? Can you invite me to your house? Are you comfortable enough with me where you can invite me to your house and we can do this thing? Like, are we like that? Or it say you stay over there, I'm going to stay over here, and then we're going to come together to practice and go play on Saturdays or Friday in the next game. So Arizona isn't better than USC. Arizona was 1-4 when we played them. 1-4. Like, they have nothing to play for but pride and glory and their dignity. That's it. And Kenny Dillingham is a heck of an OC. Like, he was calling his own plays, and they played winning football. So they changed a few things here and there, and they're going to start winning next year. You see what I'm saying? So Colorado is going to obviously make a lot of changes, but where do you think those changes are going to come from? You think the changes are just going to be in the players? Because you can have the best team. Even Coach Brown would tell you, you can have the best team, all right, in the Washington Redskins when Coach Brown played for them, all right, put together when Dan put all those superstars together, even though they were not in their prime. When he put all those guys together, and then he came up with nothing. All right, so you can have all of the best. You can have all of the best players, and if you don't have a cohesive locker room, it's not going to work out. So, is that going to happen next year? Are we really working on family? Because family is important. Everybody's important. You can't tell me that, oh, let's just get some better guys, let's protect your door, and everything's going to be good. No, it's not always going to translate. It's not. And I'm telling you, it's not always going to translate. Okay, so MC said, I think special teams coach might be replaced. Who you think goes first, the special team coach or Sean Lewis? Like, how are we not able to run up the score? How do we get 40? How do we get 41 to USC, but can barely score on the lowly Arizona State Sun Devils? So MC says special teams first. I don't know, man. Special teams is supposed to be special. They're supposed to be like a little icing on the cake. Because, I mean, what do you do on special teams? What do you like? The bulk of the game is not played on special teams. The bulk of the game is played OCDC. So special teams is like every now and then. I guess you can make the argument where they have one job. Your job is like you get it every now and then, so you should darn near be perfect with your job. Love Moose says Lewis gone 100%. Get in the booth. Arizona State defense is better than TCU. Okay, what that perspective? What is TCU's record and what is Arizona State's record? Because isn't offense puts scores on the boards, but defense stopped them from scoring, so defense wins games, right? So how is that possible? Let me see what is TCU's record. TCU football. Well, TCU lost to Iowa State yesterday. TCU is currently 3-3. Iowa State is 3-3. TCU lost yesterday 14-27. So TCU has found a way to win, to go at least 500 to win 3 games. All right? They obviously are not going to no bowl this year. They're not going to repeat. But if their defense is way better, then how come they're 3-3 and Arizona is what, 1-5 now? The defense is not better. It's not. Okay, Coach Hart is supposed to be D-backs coach. That's kind of laughable. Okay. Slap Happy said, you won't read my comments. Why, Harry? You only comment when I sent money. Give me more money. I gotta read your comments, Slap. Slap, I read your comments all day yesterday. Oh my God, Slap, I was calling your name all day yesterday on the stream. Slap, send more money. Slap, I was calling your name. It was like you were my co-host yesterday. I called your name all day yesterday. Don't spoil me with money. I'm going to expect money. He said, not tonight. Send me $100. Love says, send me $100. I'll put your name on the screen and tattoo your name on the screen. Yo, Swansley, what up, man? Slap, that's funny. Oh man, no, I said I told Keisha I asked Keisha to help me to figure some things out because when I'm talking, I'm barely looking down. Oh, Slap, what have you been saying? Have you been saying anything? Are you feeling some kind of way? Because I do read El Hombre Negro. I read some of his stuff sometimes. Oh man. Can somebody interpret that? El Hombre Negro. Is he a humble Negro? He said, I have knees, bro. Hey, bro, pause on that. I have knees. Pause, man. Don't do that. Okay, so anybody wants to come on? Slap, do you want to come on? Are you brave enough to come on here and get slappy? Hot tips for TLP Sports at gmail.com. Hot tips for TLP Sports. If anybody wants to articulate their point, you're like, okay, I've been typing all night, but I want to come on here and I really want to speak my point, Harry. Wait, hold on. Am I even able to do that? You know what? I'm not. You know what? Hold on. What is this? It says engage with your audience. What is this? I can't even bring you on. I haven't even figured out. I'm streaming on YouTube. I didn't figure out how to bring nobody on stream on YouTube. I'm over here. I'm over here capping. I'm capping tonight. I can't bring you on. What is this? Engage. I have a plus sign that says engage with your audience. I don't know what that means, guys. I have no idea what that means. Okay. But I can't bring you on. The next time I do this, I'll be able to bring you guys on. So y'all just put your comments over here, and then I'll read the comments. All right. So as you had determination that they weren't going to get blown out. So who's supposed to have the most determination? Okay. Who has the most determination? First of all, it should have been 14. We should have won by 2 points. We should have won by, not 2 points, I'm sorry, two touchdowns. That last drive should have been a scoring drive. All right? That last drive with 5 minutes left on that clock, we should have scored on that drive and only left at least 1 minute, 1 point something minutes on the clock, and give them the ball back, and they would have been done anyway. But we laid an egg on that last drive, and I was confused on that last drive because the play calling was so crazy. At a certain point, you know which plays are working against their defense, and you make more of those calls. So it's going to bring me back to the RPO, the run pass offense. Let me ask y'all this question. As much as we love Shador, let me look in the camera this time. As much as we love Shador and we trust in his abilities, y'all know it's coming. Do y'all think that some of the responsibility should be removed off of him? Or because in the RPO, which is the run pass offense, he is responsible with Sean Lewis, the OC, the offensive coordinator. He's responsible for changing the play. That would be more of an NFL type of thing. So, should it be more where we don't give him that much responsibility and we call specific plays that he can run? Would that improve his game? Because we know he can throw. So if we call a throwing play, if it's a throw play, would that work? Oh, and there's something else that just popped in my head. Do you think the run pass offense or option is causing the line to also not be able to do their best? Is the run pass, that's plausible. That makes sense to me. Do we have the line for a run pass offense? Should we switch from run pass to help this line that we have, this D line, and then go back when we get a better line? Does that make sense what I'm saying? Harry B, no. Come on, MC, give me something. No what? Why no? Tell me, MC, why no? Because I'm thinking, think about run pass. The idea of run pass is Shador. Do you remember, for those of you who watched the stream yesterday, do you remember me and Micah having a conversation saying, Daddy, why did he hold him? Remember Shador held, was it either number 9, I forget his name, sorry guys, or it was Dylan Edwards? Remember Shador held him and they both ran with the ball? And my son Micah, my little one, said, Daddy, why did he hold him? Why did the quarterback hold the runner? And I said, that's RPO, Micah. That's RPO. That's what happens with RPO. Shador doesn't want to let the ball go. Shador does not want to let the ball go because he's like, I want to take it out if I see a wide receiver break open. so Shador and the daggone runner, they're always getting caught up with each other. So is run pass too much for Shador at this point? Should we maybe pull back some of that RPO stuff and give him, maybe go half and half? Y'all let me know. What do y'all think? Lack of run is play calling. Yeah, but do y'all really understand what I'm asking y'all? Because the run pass option is, I'm going to show you the ball. So both running back and quarterback understand that don't hold the ball. Well, don't try to grab the ball from my hand, running back. Just be ready for me to give you the ball, but don't take the ball from me. Because if I see a receiver down there breaking, I'm going to pull the ball back and I'm going to throw it to the receiver so that we can get a touchdown or get some big yards. So that option is great. I think it's great. I think Shador is mature enough to run that, but I don't think he has the line for that. So I want you to understand what I'm saying. Like, he doesn't have the line for that specific offensive style. If he had that line for that, if Shador had the offensive line for the run pass, lights out. But he doesn't have that line. So should we adjust for our talent level on the line? I think it makes sense. I think if you run a regular run, right, then what you do is you're training your guys to block for the run and to make room for the run. And we all know it's run, because if Shador goes in the huddle, and do they huddle in yeah, they huddle. I think so. I haven't really seen much huddle. But anyways, if they go and they call the play, right? Then if the offensive line knows that this is a run coming, they would do specifically what the run is for. But if Shador pulls the ball back, and now they have to keep holding that line as long as they have to hold the line for Shador to have that RPO style, it's causing some issues. It's obviously causing some issues. So I think a good fix could be, hey, let's design some actual run plays, just some NFL style run plays, where the line is gonna know it's a run play. That's it. You're gonna block for the run. Your job is to you three move the line that way. You block this to the left. You three block to the right. Let's get a little bit of a gap to run. Just be a specific run play, and that's it. That will help this line. You will see that this helps this line. We have to adjust adjust for the line's talent level. 100%. Love says. MC said the issue is their offense is tempo, and they don't commit to design runs. What does that mean? El Hombre Negro said it won't work. Did you mean it won't work? Yeah, MC says when they commit to when they do commit to the run, it actually works. It does work. We've seen it work. It works. I think they did that at I want to say UNC, UNC Greensboro. It worked at USC. It worked. The run works. But y'all remember when the running back and the quarterback are running the ball together? That's a bad look, bro. That is a bad look when the running back is attached to the quarterback, and both of them are running the ball. Like, come on, bro, let the ball go. Let the ball go. It's so frustrating to see. Like, bro, are you not like? The running back has got to be frustrated. Like, so at some point, you got to get to the point where you're like, man, if homie would just let that ball go, I could have bust out for at least 3 more yards. But the fact that I'm having to drag you along with me, and you're becoming another defender, is making my runs harder. Why is that not making sense to everybody? Like, everybody have to understand, a run is a run. Was it Zico? Was it Zico? Oh no, it wasn't Zico. I think it was Lamanius Craig that says. I think he was throwing some shots, but I think he said that he was either Arizona. They have an actual NFL style offense, and I like actual NFL style offense. It makes things so much simpler. It makes things easier. You know it's a run. You know it's a pass. You know it's an option. So everybody just get ready for that. You know what I'm saying? You know what you're getting ready for. But if you want to fuse everything together, then it gets confusing because the line isn't ready for that. The line is not strong enough for that. And that's why they keep getting frustrated and the line is breaking up because they have to hold it for longer. The option makes that line collapse because they're having to hold too long. So when is it going to be when we recognize that we don't have the line for the RPO, the run pass offense, and we start designing plays for that specific line? Block for a few seconds. They do a good enough job to block for a few seconds for the run, or they do a good enough job to hold Shador to hold up the line for Shador to read his passes. They do. We can give them that. But I feel like they're not playing to these kids' talent. They're not designing these plays for the talent that they have or the lack of talent that they have on that line. Slap said, call USC. Is this SC or South Carolina because everybody gets confused or say SoCal. All right, Slap, what you talking about, bro? So Love said that happened a couple of times Saturday. LOL. He does drag the running back like it's a track relay. Like, oh man. Yeah, two people can't be, Oh, static again. Sorry guys, it might correct itself. Yeah, I think the microphone is a USB microphone, so it's trying to. It has some dynamics inside of it, so it tries to correct the voice. The further I go away, the further I go. Love says pass the baton to. Oh man, these kids are yeah, quick handoffs. That's what I've been preaching. I've been preaching quick handoffs, and that's an NFL style. Is it still static, guys? Somebody let me know. Is there still static? Quick handoffs. Man, look. If one week, right? These guys can implement the NFL style quick handoff. I guarantee you, you will see the change in this line. This line will look like one of those top lines because they have the capability of blocking for the run. If it's a quick handoff run, they do. They just don't have it in them to do this whole option. They don't have it. To do the option, you need to hold that line a whole lot longer. You need to hold that line for at least 2 more seconds. And they don't have it in them. By the time Shador look down and keep thinking, like, the line breaks out because they ain't got it in them. So why not call plays for the line you got? Call some regular runs. Let Dylan Edwards bust one. Bring in Artin McCaskill and let him bust one. Like, just call NFL plays. Slap, I'm trying to work on the static. Let me know. Somebody let me know. Oh, there are 2 USC teams. The Trojans and the Gamecocks, called the Trojans SC, which stands for Southern Cal. But no, they call US. Their acronyms is USC. We played USC, and if we play Cal, we play Cal. So when we play Cal, they're gonna say Cal. That's what I'm saying, Stat. So when we played USC. So still static. Oh man, let me see. Mic check. Let me come closer, and hopefully the microphone will adjust itself. Mic check. Microphone check 1 2. You said no. I don't understand. I don't understand what. I did a whole video breaking down the whole California system, right? How they got their mascot, everything. What is it that I don't understand? What are you saying? Am I back? Is the sound good again? Southern Cal is SC. Okay. But we play USC, right? So Cal is also USC. Did you not slap? What are you talking about, bro? Slap. What you talking about? What are you talking about, Willis? Yo, we played USC. Like, that's their acronym. Go on the thing. Like, they're calling them USC. Somebody talk to Slap because I can't. Like, what are we talking about here? We play USC. Their acronym is gonna be USC. So yeah, that's how it's gonna. That's how they're gonna use it. And then when you are actually when you're actually playing Cal, and like yeah, you see the acronyms. So on the screen they're gonna say USC. That's the Trojans, and then Cal is gonna be the other team. So that's how it goes. So yeah, okay. So if we can adjust, you will understand someday. All right. So let me tell you, Slap. Go to my channel. Go to the channel. I have a video there where I broke down everything, and then you'll kind of understand what I'm saying. Like the the media uses acronyms, and the teams, the schools, they use acronyms to identify each team. So when you look at the acronyms, when you look at the breakdown, that's how they're going to break it down. That's all I'm saying. We don't have to keep on the same topic like this. It's just how the media works. Okay, when you play USC, everybody knows USC is going to be the Trojans. All right, that's just how it works. All right, so we're moving on from Slap. Slap is getting slappy. So, anyways, I think it's getting late for Slap. Slap, aren't you like in? Not where you at, Slap? Jennifer Frazier said, "Congrats on 10K." I appreciate you guys. Thank you so much. I really appreciate y'all. Um, Random. Anyone know why Juju didn't play yesterday? He could be nursing an injury. Like I don't know, but he could be nursing an injury, and who knows? I don't know. I don't have to answer. Anybody else know? Let me know. That's from Kavion Williams. I appreciate that love. Yeah, 10,000 subscribers. We are well above 10,000 subscribers, and we are climbing this ladder. I'll put my channel against anybody else's channel on this whole Deion Sanders, aka Coach Prime train. Like hands down, I'm bringing it. All right, if they can bring it, I can bring it. So let's go. I take the challenge. You know, I just don't do breaking news. Y'all can have the breaking news. I want to be able to have stuff that has a theme, that has a structure. I can't keep up with the every second. Deion Sanders just fought it. Oh no, Shador just broke his elbow. Oh no, this person just did this. Mm-mm. What? Are you kidding? I got a life. Stop playing with me. I've been watching you since Prime stepped off the plane in Boulder. Wow, thank you so much. Oh, Slap. Come on, Slap. What are you doing over there? You messing with Hombre? Don't mess with El Hombre. Y'all will be at it all night. Leave it alone. Trust me. Both of y'all both of y'all are on the same side. You and El Hombre are against Dion. Okay? So y'all gonna be doing that thing all night. So guys, listen, man. We love this team. All right. Now Slap is on my side again. Come on, Slap. What are you trying to do? You're trying to mess with my head. So listen, we love this team. I want to make this clear. Okay. I'm not a hater. I reserve the right to be objective. I want everybody to please understand this. I reserve the right to be objective. I want to have the right. That's why I've taken some heat. Blake said El Hombre just be joking. No, El Hombre is El Hombre is not. He ain't no BWB. El Hombre, he said stuff like they're gonna lose every game. So El Hombre don't be joking. Yeah, I got serious, but he keeps it respectful. Slap keeps it respectful. Hombre keeps it respectful. And sometimes I get mad at him. I'll be ready to delete his comments. But like I said, if you keep it respectful and responsible, we'll rock together. I don't mind. You can't be dissing the guy that's on your side. You and Humbre are the same. Y'all hate Coach Prime. Y'all just being here to give us a hard time, which is good. We like we like we're like Fox News. Oh, here I go with the political stuff. We're like Fox News, where every now and then we bring somebody that's on the opposite just to kind of mix it up and keep it interesting. So y'all can be our Candace always. Oh no, do not go down this line. But I love this team. I want people to understand. I love this team. I like what Coach Prime is doing, but I'm not a cheerleader. I think I made this clear before. I'm not a cheerleader, or I'm not a. I do cheerlead, but I'm not. I'm not gonna be just the guy that's gonna be like, yo, Coach Prime is always great, and he can't do no wrong. I'm not that guy. If I ever meet Coach Prime, I guarantee the conversation is gonna be like, "Oh my God, I'm so googly eyed. I can't say nothing real with this guy. He's a man. I'm a man. He's a man. I'm a man. I'm 40-something years old. I'm not that far from Coach Prime. So if I talk to Coach Prime, if I meet Coach Prime, we're gonna have a serious conversation. It ain't gonna be no, I'm so enamored. I told you guys I work in film. I've met the celebrities. I've talked to celebrities. I've done that. The googly eye, the little African boy that came from Liberia, who used to watch Police Academy from Liberia, seeing all of those cars crashing and motorcycles. I would love those. Came to America with like, oh my gosh, you are a celebrity. I'm off of that. I'm not there no more. I'm done with that. So Coach Prime is not a celebrity for me. He's just another man who has favor upon his life, and he's done a lot of great things. But I can be objective. I can tell him like, bro, what are you doing with that? Like, why like, bro, do you think it was a good idea to sit Cormani McLean? What do you think it does to his confidence sitting him after he makes one mistake? I can ask him that. I'm not like some of y'all who gotta praise him every single time, or I feel like I'm a hater. No. I'm a man, bro. And I'm running a YouTube channel here that's a sports channel. How would I look like? Always like, oh my God, they can't do no wrong. What kind of channel would that be? I won't get people like Slap coming in here giving me $2 every now and then, sometimes $3. I won't get El Hombre in here. You see what I'm saying? And then I got my Surfer Man 300 be coming in here. People who don't really like us, they'll come in here. We can have a good conversation. That's because I reserve the right to be objective sometimes. I can give you some real content, some real information, and say, hey, this is what I see. And those people appreciate that. That's why I can be a little bit centrist. I don't have to always be all the way over, all the way in. Nah. So that's what it's all about. But I love Coach Prime. I already told you I love Coach Prime, and I love what he's doing, what he stands for. Do I like everything about him? Heck no. Okay? Do I like everything he does as a man of God? No. I will be the first one to tell y'all. You know one thing I don't like about Coach Prime? I'll tell y'all this. I'll give y'all this secret. I don't like that he bows down to people. As a man of God, this is one thing that irks me about him. Okay? I'll just give y'all that. That's a freebie. Okay? Behind the scenes, anytime I see him bowing down to a celebrity, or when he bowed down to the Nike guy, when he does this, as a Christian, that crap drives me nuts. And I feel like when I see Coach Prime, if you guys remember Obama, President Obama, when he became president, because you know he grew up Muslim, and in the Muslim community, when you meet one of the hierarchy people, you bow down, you give him a bow. And he did that thing when he met one of the Muslim, when he was president, he met a Muslim hierarchy, and he did that thing of respect, right? So, Harry B, you need me. I need you, okay? So he did that thing, right? That's the same thing that Coach Prime, he does that when he meet, like sometimes he meets celebrities or he meet other people that he has a high regard for, and he does this thing. Oh my gosh. If you guys know Coach Prime and meet him, anybody can get this message to him. Coach Prime, you are a Christian man. We bow down to nobody. I don't care who you are. As a Christian, I ain't doing this. I don't care how much of a celebrity you are. I ain't bow down to you. I don't care if you're the Nike owner or nothing. The only man I bow down to is God, Jesus Christ, my Lord and Savior. That's it. That's it. So, as a man of God, as a man, 40-something-year-old man who's not into celebrities, who've already seen it all, done it all. I've been to Hollywood. I've covered press conferences with 50 Cent and all these people all over the place, and they're just human beings trying to sell their product. That's it. So all of that stuff, I just haven't made it. You know what I'm saying? I've made it in my own right, and I got a family, I got a house, I got tenant. I'm thank God. Like in other people's eyes, that's regular living, so they don't see it as you're successful. But I'm so daggone successful and so happy with my life. Thank you, Lord, and I'm grateful for you guys. This is success for me. Coming from Liberia, where I'm from, this is successful. But in the bigger scheme of things, people are looking at it like, "Oh, you're not all that successful." Yes, I am. Oh man, so yeah. Oh, he slaps that it was a Saudi leader. Yeah, yeah, man. Yeah, I don't like the fact that Coach Prime does that. So if anybody see Coach Prime, anybody know him, send him this clip. Coach Prime, I'm gonna look in this thing. Coach Prime, do not bow down to anybody because it's even though I understand it's a sign of respect when you bow down to somebody. Don't bow down to any man. I understand why you do it, and I know why you do it. So, but the only person we bow down to is God. That's the only person we bow down to. We have no idols. We have nobody on this earth that's an idol. God is the only one we worship and we bow down to. That's my message to you, Coach Prime. So if you hear me, it's all love, baby. I love you, but somebody got to check that. That's an African perspective. That's a Liberian perspective, yo. And on that note, we got to end this stream because now people are gonna say I'm crazy. Am I losing subscribers? Yo, you know how much people love Coach Prime. They're gonna be like, "Who is this African guy?" That's why I haven't really gotten like the numbers of, according to some people, according to other channels. I think just because I'm African, some people just like, I can't ride with the African guy. He's too real. I just want a channel that just talks great things about Coach Prime. I don't want to hear all that extra stuff you be saying, Harry B. See? People just unsubscribed. Oh, Lord. Man, some people just unsubscribe. I can't win for losing, boy. I tell you. Yo, you got to appreciate somebody who's real. Coach Prime is real. That's why you appreciate him. But you appreciate me because I'm real. I bring I bring real dialogue. I bring real information. So, you know, so if you don't appreciate that, then I don't know that this channel is for you. And it's okay. There are other channels that are just singing his praises and they're doing what they got to do. But it is what it is. So, guys, I thank you for watching. I'm about to close out this stream. I pray for anybody having any struggles in their life. God, please cover everybody in the blood of Jesus. I thank God for y'all. I thank you. I appreciate you getting me to 10,000 subscribers. I'm going to keep working hard and serving this community. And guys, you know who I am. I got to leave it right there. All right. What is this? You cook good cassava leaf? What? Of course. Do you all understand that? Hopefully the Christians understood what I just gave, and they were not just Dion lovers, but they also loved the Christian in him. And I didn't turn nobody off by saying that, but it is what it is, you know. So thank you guys for watching. I appreciate you, but I'm going to have to leave it right there. You know who I am. I'm Harry B. And that right there was the Liberian perspective. That's TLP Sports Club. Good night, guys. Peace.